Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to a mental break. Thanks for tuning in. I told you I was going to come back with something different other than the OC, and I got it. Well, y'all see the thumbnail. Let's jump right in. Okay, before I get started with Sky and Haley, I got a little tea on Tyler from Love is Blind. I was in the TikTok streets, and according to the TikTok streets, they did some digging, and Tyler does not have his likes turned off on his social media. So people can see all posts that he liked. Well, apparently, he's been liking posts of light skinned young girls. And when I say young, I mean 17, 18, like end of high school, college freshman ages. He's been liking a lot of those, a lot of videos and pictures before he came on the show, during he just the whole time. So I think Tyler got wind of it, and I think he did something about it. I'm not sure, but I'm bringing this up because Ashley thinks that she's going to live happily ever after with this man, and this man is a whole deviant. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm linking my psychology of the deviant switch in below in the comments, and you guys need to listen to that. I'm going to put part 1 in the comments. If you want to look at part 2, you have to go over to my other channel and look at part 2. But Tyler is a whole deviant that's not going to change. And Ashley is just this girl really, she's another Risa Tisa. She don't care about the red flags. She don't care about none of that. All she care about is being married and having a husband. She don't care that there are kids. She don't care what nobody is saying. But what's going to happen is this Tyler is going to do something that's going to be so egregious. She's going to have no choice but to leave because what's happening is Tyler sees that Ashley is desperate. So he's going to play on that. He's going to play that for as long as he can. Because any woman that got anything going on for herself, that has self-respect or any morals or values about herself, would not be with Tyler. So this girl clearly she wants to keep her man by any means necessary. So Ashley, good luck. Now, let's jump into this video. These two women that I put up on this video, Hallie and Sky, they're both one and the same. These women both come from homes that families cared about them. They've invested in them. They come from good homes, people that, Haley comes from a religious background, a sheltered background. And with Sky, I don't know if she has a religious background, but what I will say, because she's from Disney, when you're a child star, your life is very regimented and is very strict. Now, excuse me, one of the characteristics of young women like this that pick the partners that they do, one of the characteristics is having a strict upbringing or uh, not having a lot of time to be a teenager because now they're in adulthood and these are the decisions they're making. Sky's man, I think if you go to his social media, he says something about being violent and something forever or whatever it is. I can't. I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't have it in front of me, and I'm trying to get this video out because the next few days I'm going to be busy and I'm not going to have time to do it. And but if you care to look, I don't. But he's this guy is tattoos all over the place, firearms all over the place. Just an extensive. I believe he has an extensive record. I don't know, but all I know is this girl was on Disney, and now she's pregnant by this guy. This is what she chose, which means she's linked to him for the rest of her life through this child, and this is what is going to be her child's father. Okay, so if you look on the screen here, this is her baby daddy. Okay, so this is what we doing now. Haley has broken up with DDG, and now DDG has shown her what type of women he really dates, because DDG historically has dated the women that you see right here on the screen. These are the type of women that he date. Hallie was a come up for him. These women cannot recognize when men attack these type of guys, attach themselves to women like them for a come up, and that includes Ashley. These women, they, because of the fact, I'm not saying that they don't know any better, but because they had a sheltered background and more than likely a strict background, because again, Sky's life was probably regimented from being on Disney, and Hallie's life was, very sheltered, religious, and these women should have been allowed to date when they were teenagers so they can get this out of their system. Because I don't know. You can tell me in the comments if you dated a bad boy. I've had my bad boy. And again, the reason why I know about this is because I did the same thing. I grew up in a sheltered, religious background, family oriented. My whole life was planned, as a child growing up. Every move I made, had, an adult knew what was going on at all times, so I never got the opportunity to date as a teenager. So when I got 18, I graduated high school at 17, but I still couldn't date till I was 18. So when I started dating at 18, I was dating a bunch of drug dealers. That's what I was dating back then, because number one, dating bad boys or whatever, they're different. They're to girls like us. When I say us, those who have been sheltered, the guys that we be around because we're sheltered, we consider them the nerds and the lames. There's nothing exciting about them. I grew up with, I could only talk to guys in the church, but I couldn't date them, but I could only talk to the boys in the church. I could only go to parties that were sponsored by the church, which means that there were older adult women around, making sure we didn't get too close, make sure that the rap music wasn't too loud, because rap had just came out during this time. Well, it didn't just come out, but it was emerging. And adults didn't like it. So, and so this is what was going on. So unfortunately, these young women didn't get a chance to date that bad boy in high school and get it out of their system, because dating a bad boy is fun. It's exciting, but you cannot have a baby or wife the bad boy. You cannot do that. I made that mistake of wifing the bad boy. And what happened? Hell. Hell, it was a mess. It was a whole hot ass mess. And that's why I said these girls, Sky is in for a world of problems dealing with this guy, because whatever he's into, she's going to be pulled in regardless by association. As far as Hallie is concerned, when if DDG does anything that's crazy, they're linking it right back to her, because Hallie, that's her baby daddy, and she's supposed to be the Little Mermaid. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to Hallie's image as a result of choosing this guy, having a baby with this guy, because she is a Disney princess. You're the Little Mermaid. You're not supposed to be slumming, but you did. So because you did, it may have blocked some deals you may have gotten. I'm sure Hallie will have many deals in the future. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it has blocked probably some deals because you no longer have that wholesome girl image. That's why they chose her for the Disney princess. The innocent look, the beautiful voice, she's young, but then you go have a baby by this guy, and you just, all that just went down the toilet, because they already did not want a black Little Mermaid, but then you have a black Little Mermaid who now has a child out of wedlock. And I don't care about baby mama culture. I don't care about that. I understand that everybody nowadays is a baby mama. But when you're looking at the US globally as a whole, and when you look at their entertainment world and how they function and how they market and how they push things, Hallie no longer fits the American dream image, even though we don't too much have an American dream anymore with this recession and everything that's going on. But that wholesome family image, that America likes to stand on, Hallie is not promoting that anymore, because Hallie, as a Disney princess, is supposed to get married and have her children. But that's not going to happen. And see, that's the thing. Hallie could have capitalized on so many things if she would have married someone that was on her level and had a baby. If she could have had it, just so many things could have went from there. But because she chose this guy, who definitely is going to embarrass her on every turn. He's going to embarrass her. Just like this guy here is going to embarrass Sky at every turn, and she's going to be in for a world of good. Now I'm going to give an honorable mention, and that's Tony Braxton and the baby. Why in the hell would Tony Braxton want to be with the baby is beyond me. First of all, she can't understand, because I know I can't. The man talked Geechee, so I don't get it. Because that meant they would. What? What? How many? Let me know in the comments if anybody saw that episode of the Braxtons when the baby came to dinner with them and he was talking, and Tony Braxton kept saying, "What you say? What you say? Excuse me? What you say?" Child, can't nobody understand that man. Tony shouldn't be with that man anyway, because you don't know what he's saying. This man might say to you, "I'm going to pull a gun out and shoot you." Oh, I can't say that. This man might say that I'm gonna pull out a pow pow and do his thing, and you can't understand what he's saying. So that's insane. So Tony Braxton is an honorable mention, and because she has no business being with him either. That's definitely I don't get it. I don't even know how they even. I don't even know how they have conversations, because she can't understand. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here quick about this Sky Jackson and Hallie and these rebellious girls, because what they're doing is they're doing their rebellion as adults when they should have did this behavior between 16 and 18, or 15 and 18. And because I didn't do that with my daughter. For anybody that's listening, I allowed my daughter to date at 16. And as a result, as a result of her dating, which was supervised, when I say supervised, when she went out on a date, there was time restrictions, and I was close by. When I say close by, I wasn't in their vicinity, but I was close by. Like if they went to the mall, I was in the mall. I just wasn't walking with them. I was in the mall that they can call me and say they're ready to go and, get back in the car. I've also taken them and picked them up from the movie theater. And see, what happened was my daughter's first boyfriend, her very first one, was actually a bad boy. And she learned that that's not something she wanted. She had her bad boy at 17, I believe. I believe she was 17. And her first boyfriend was at 16. The guy she was dating, but child, he turned out to be gay, and I was so happy because he didn't want her, so I didn't have to worry about my daughter's virginity, honey. I knew he was gay right away. She didn't know. Thank the Lord. So that's why I didn't mind her going out with him, because she went on a prom with him and everything. So I was happy, child. I was happy. But anyway, you cannot do that with young girls. You have to let them date. I know it's a scary thing, but you have to let them date with boundaries and stuff like that. Like I did. That's something you just have to do. You have to let them talk on the phone. You have to let them text. You have to let them do that. And the boy that she was dating that was a bad boy, I did not intervene. I did not intervene. She came and talked to me when she wanted to, because when teenagers at that age, they only want to talk to their peers. So you got to let teenagers figure it out. So that's basically what should have happened, because again, I didn't have that opportunity as well, and I wound up marrying a bad boy, and I don't regret it, because I have my two children. However, I'm not even gonna get into that, because this stream is not about me. It's about these two. But this is this is what's going on, so that's why I said these two. I had a video. It's on my RN's Life channel. I did a video about Simone Biles and included her along with Hallie, and I forgot who else I had on. It was three women. I think it was Carly, and my video was basically about the boss chick, and they think that because they're the celebrity, that the things that happen to us regular women won't happen to them with their men. And I don't know why these women think like that, because the outcome is all the same. Because another honorable mention is Simone Biles. She's another one. She broke some records at the Olympics this year. Her husband is not on her level athletic wise. He's not, and he's going to get tired of being Simone Biles' husband. So that's going to happen too. He going to act the fool too. It's coming. It's coming. I gave, matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure I put that video in this thing, because I gave Hallie, I think, 3 years, and I gave Simone 5. No, I gave Simone 3, 5 with a baby. I gave Hallie 3, I think, including a baby. I can't remember, because DDG was acting up from the door. And so was Simone Biles' husband, really. He was too. But DDG is he's I expected Hallie's relationship to dissolve faster than Simone. So we're going to see. I don't want to see. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see it. I don't take pleasure in any of these young women going through this hell. I don't, because I don't take pleasure in any woman going through hell with a man. I don't take pleasure in that, because I've been through hell with a man. So I damn sure don't take pleasure in another woman. But Simone Biles is going to have a problem later on down the road. Sky Jackson, we're going to hear more about this later. Her and her a criminal baby daddy. We're going to hear about them some more too, because she still has to have this baby. This is the most insane thing. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. So anyway, I just had to come on here about this, because this is totally insane. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm going back in these YouTube and TikTok streets to find out what else I can find out about Tyler. I got some more information from the Housewives of OC. I'm going to do that after this reunion coming this Friday. I will put that information in with that video. And I got some other stuff coming down the pipe, guys. I just don't want to do just OC all the time. So, I'm going to throw this up here real quick. And please leave your comments down below. You have any questions, or if you want me to break down any stories, if we want to, that's why it's been a break. We take these viral stories and break them down to what makes sense. So we just did all that. These two girls come from sheltered backgrounds. They didn't get a chance to date their bad boys. Now they're doing it now, but they're doing it at the worst times of their life, because this is not the time to be having a bad boy in your life. They should have did that back when they was between 15 and 18. So let me get off of here, because I got in from work late. I wanted to hurry up and get this video up, because I'm going to be busy the next few days. Just to give you a little insight, this weekend I'm meeting my daughter's new boyfriend for the first time. It's starting to get serious, so let's cross our fingers, because I'm trying to she wants to get married, and this guy he's a great candidate. She's been dating him for a year now, and things have really been great. Like, this guy, he's a really sweet guy. He comes from a great family. He grew up with both parents. All those things are important. He has a great job. He already owns his own home. He of course he has a vehicle, but he has an excellent job. He makes well over 6 figures a year. He's and he wants to marry my daughter. His intentions, they are dating with intent. So when I come my next video, maybe not the OC one, because I might be taping that before I go to dinner to meet him, but probably the one after, I'll give you guys an update, because I'm kind of excited about it. I want to see my daughter do better than me. That's what we're supposed to do as parents. Your children are supposed to always do better than you. Her father was not the best choice, and we suffered for that as a whole, but my daughter is not making that choice. I put a lot of time, effort, and everything into my daughter to make sure that she does not make the decisions that I made. So that was very important to me, and it looks like it's coming true. She really got a really good guy. This guy has a great track record. And when I say track record, I mean for the whole year, he's been nothing but a kind, sweet gentleman. He really has. And he's made my daughter very happy. And this is the first man that I've heard my daughter say when she's with him, she feels safe. And that's something that many of us cannot say when we're with some of these men. Cause Sky, you ain't safe, honey. The man got guns everywhere, and or firearms or pow pows, whatever the hell. Because you can't say certain words on YouTube. They probably going to strike me when it's time to be monetized. So I probably need to go in and edit it. You know, once this video gets kind of old. So I'm gonna have to go in and edit it before it's time for monetization because they not gonna let me have it with some of these words. But anyway, let me get off of here. I didn't talk long enough. All right, guys, have a good one. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back.